An Alberta couple had a scary encounter with a grizzly bear, and they caught it on video.
To be honest, like, my life did actually kind of flash before me. It's like, is this going to be it? Like, what do we do? What do we do?
Howard Ma and Lori Arneson were hiking in Kananaskis, Alberta, when they crossed paths with this guy. It followed them until eventually the two say they held up their hands and roared as loud as they could. The grizzly then retreated into the woods. Our next guest is a bear conflict expert. Kim Titchener is president of Bear Safety and More, Inc., and she joins us from Edmonton. Kim, you've looked at the video. The video is fascinating. So let's start with this. What did the couple do right?
Well, the right thing that they did was they didn't run, and they didn't panic. So they absolutely, right off the bat, were like, okay, we've got a bear encounter. We've got to figure out what to do.
And so, I mean, it seems like you could just go on a hike. You don't have to go deep into the woods and potentially have an encounter with a grizzly. What should we keep in mind if it happens to us?
Well, right off the bat, I think they likely thought, oh, we're on a really busy trail. We're not going to run into a bear. So, they didn't carry bear spray with them. So to be proactive and just avoid encounters with bears in the first place, it's really important to make noise. Every couple of minutes as you're walking down the trail to let these animals know that you're human, that you're coming their direction, and that way you don't startle them at close range and get yourself into a defensive encounter. Watch for signs of bear activity, such as scat tracks on the ground. And if you do encounter a bear, it's really important to carry bear spray, which they didn't have bear spray on them, so they didn't have a lot of great options as far as if the bear did decide to make a run at them, they didn't have anything to defend themselves with.
Yeah, and they were quite open, actually, about the fact that they should have had bear spray, and next time they will have bear spray. I don't know anything about bears, and I know you're an expert on this. As I watched the video, what surprised me is watching the bear stick to the trail, keep coming up towards this couple, and then at one point kind of getting up on its hind legs and sort of, I guess it's not gesturing, it's a bear, but you know what I mean. It started like flailing with its arms. When you saw, so both of those things, being on the trail and also that action by the bear, what did that tell you?
So it is a bit of an unusual encounter, to be honest with you. With grizzly bears, most of the time when people have an encounter, they usually surprise them at close range, and the bear gets quite upset, starts doing little bluffs and starts huffing, woofing. Sometimes they'll start foaming at the mouth, and sometimes they'll even make a run at people and stop before they make contact. In this case, it's a bit unusual because the bear came onto the trail, I guess realized that they were there, but decided to continue down the trail towards them, which is what we would normally look at that and say, okay, this bear is intent and interested in these people. Maybe it perceives them as a food source, maybe it's been hand-fed before, but knowing this area that they were in a very popular trail area, we do sometimes see bears that will decide to walk down a trail even if there's people on it and expect people to get out of their way. So I would have personally got out my bear spray right away and actually got off of the trail out of the bear's way to see if the bear was just trying to get from point A to point B and get by me. If the bear came into the woods towards me, then I would have been more aggressive and sprayed the bear with bear spray and been just trying to let the bear know, like, hey, get away from me, we're not food. But this case is so weird because the bear started to bluff charge at them a little bit, and that's what what you saw, which to me means perhaps they were being more aggressive at that point and scared the bear and startled it. And fortunately, it was enough to actually get the bear to leave. Would I normally tell people to be loud and aggressive with a bear that's being defensive? No.
All right. Well, listen, it's great to have your advice, and I'm glad you were able to take a look at the video and talk to us, Kim. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Kim Titchener is a bear conflict expert, and she's the president of Bear Safety and More, Inc. in Edmonton.